In the last couple of weeks, Kim Kardashian has been criticized over and over again for her parenting style. From being accused of never being really there for her kids to reaping the rewards of their nanny's work, there has been a lot Kim got confronted with. But now her oldest daughter, North, has leveled up this entire drama, and she publicly revealed her true feelings about her mother, Kim. And let me tell you, what she said shocked fans, especially because this confirmed all of the beliefs they had about Kim. Now, North went a step deeper and she called out examples where Kim put her work and her public image way above spending time with her kids. And as you can imagine, this also led fans to demand that the kids are now going to live together with their father, Kanye West. Especially the revelations North made about her relationship to her siblings are alarming to say the least. And some insiders to the Kardashians have even said that Kim is somehow living like an only child. Kim also was incredibly shocked about what North said, and this has yet again put her in the aim of all the people that already believe that she is not a good mother and not doing enough for her kids. But what exactly did North reveal? How is the relationship with her siblings? And what consequences are going to happen from this? This is exactly what we are going to find out in today's video, so make sure to stick around until the end so you don't miss a single juicy detail. Also, before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to never miss another celebrity drama. It's no secret that the lifestyles of the Kardashians are not normal and not even comparable to anything we are experiencing daily. And it's also no secret that the Kardashian family dynamics are even more different than from other celebrities. At the end of 2023, Kim has already been heavily criticized for what I call the nanny incident. For all of you that don't know what this was, let me give you the 30-second rundown so we are all on the same page. It's no secret that Kim Kardashian has nannies, but what Kim tried to hide was how much they are really involved in the kids' lives and that they are basically doing all of the work in terms of the upbringing and being there for the kids, which is a stark contrast from what Kim tried to portray herself as in the media. If you look at interviews, Kim always tried to portray herself as the super mother that is always there for her kids, while at the same time working 16 hours a day to keep her businesses running. And this was what she sold everyone for years. However, at the end of 2023, a former nanny has revealed that Kim is basically never involved in the kids' lives, which means that she doesn't drop her kids off at school like she said. She mostly isn't there to eat dinner with them, which she claimed. And basically in all other points of her life, she's also missing. After the nanny revealed this, fans, especially those that believed her, went extremely mad and labeled her as a liar. And ever since then, this is a very hot topic for them, as they can't believe that Kim lied to them like this. And the fans are basically divided in two groups. Those that didn't believe her anyway and say that anyone who believed that Kim had no nannies and was doing everything herself was just naive. However, there have also been the other side of fans, where some have been parents themselves. These were the fans that believed her and were incredibly mad that Kim lied to them like this, and they felt bad the entire time because they thought that they were simply lazy because they couldn't get as much stuff done as Kim. After that, it got quiet for months. But now just recently, North has sparked the entire drama once again. What is interesting about North is that she and the insiders to the Kardashians are able to give an unfiltered look into the private life of the Kardashians, and what is really happening behind closed doors. Because, let's face it, most of the stuff we get to know about the Kardashians goes through tons of filters to make sure we only see the best versions of them. Now North apparently isn't too happy about her mother's approach to parenting, especially when it comes to guidance and discipline. As a comparison, she always talks about how different things are going when she is together with her dad, Kanye West. But we are going to talk about that later on. According to the insiders in North, the Kardashian household lacks consistent structure, and first-hand witnesses believe that North is allowed to do way too much, especially looking at her pretty young age. They believe that the parenting style of Kim is lacking clear boundaries and guideliness she can follow. According to Kim, it's not always easy to draw the line between being a celebrity and a parent, and therefore, there is no clear line and she makes most decisions on the go. Some experts, which I'm also going to go in more detail later on, said that by saying something like this, North has clearly said that she looks for a more traditional form of parenting, where structure plays a very important role. And when I look at this, in my own opinion, I really believe that rules, boundaries, and more discipline would actually really good for North's behavior and development. I mean, I always advocate for letting kids be kids. But looking at some of the angry outbreaks from North in the recent years and all the way to mature stuff she did on TikTok, I think it would definitely help her development, especially looking at some rough teenage years that lay in front of her. However, the way it is right now, it's pretty tough for Kim's kids. Not just North, because on the one side, Kim is never there to be the strict parent. Then Kanye doesn't really have much influence on their upbringing. And the nannies are scared to lose their jobs if the kid doesn't like them because they constantly have to make sure some rules get followed. But it goes further than that. According to the insiders, North is extremely annoyed by constantly being in the spotlight, and that everything she or her family does will make headlines. Therefore, insiders said that North wants more privacy in her life, which I can definitely understand. And the dislike of constantly being in the media has already been seen from North at a very young age. Like, I don't know how many of you remember this, but just a couple of years ago, North was walking through the streets with her mom, nannies, and bodyguards, and when the paparazzi started following her, she started screaming, "No pictures." I mean, it's already exhausting for some adult celebrities to constantly be followed by the media, so I can't imagine how stressful it must be for a child. The insider then kept talking about all the sacrifices North had to make just by being the kid of Kanye and Kim in terms of privacy and normalcy. I mean, the Kardashians have been megastars and constantly in the media, way before North was born. So she was basically thrown into this world, and yes, of course, she has all the fame and fortune you can imagine. But on the other side, everything she is doing is being watched extremely closely. And this is exactly what troubles her dad, Kanye, so much. Because he also believes that they deserve a relatively normal childhood, without constantly being in the media. In his song Easy with the Game, he addresses all of these problems. Here's what he is saying in the lyrics. "I watched 4 Kids for like 5 hours today. I got love for the nannies, but real family is better. The cameras watch the kids. You all stop taking the credit. Non-custodial dad, I bought the house next door. What you think the point of really being rich for? When you give them everything, they only want more. Bougie and unruly, you all need to do some chores." In there, he was throwing a lot of shade on Kim and her parenting style, so let me break it down for you. Basically, he was saying that he was still looking after the kids for hours, even though he has a demanding work schedule as well. And the reason for that is revealed in the next line, where he says that he loves nannies and appreciated their help, but he really wants to be there for his kids. This is also shown in one of the next lines where he claims that he is bought to house next door to be really there for his kid, even though he can't live in the same house with Kim anymore. And then he started saying that Kim is destroying the kids because she is giving them everything, and that it won't help because this way they will only want more. Which again shows the background Kanye comes from, because he has worked his way to the level of money and fame he has and wasn't born into it. Therefore, he had a pretty normal childhood, and it seems like he wants the same for his kids. As you can imagine, Kim didn't react very well to these lyrics, and an insider told the People magazine that she was hurt by what he was saying. To be exact, the insider said, "It was a low blow for him to start knocking her for having nannies. A lot of her friends don't think it was right either. Of course she has nannies. She has 4 kids. Kim is living her life. She is juggling career, her dating life." What is interesting here to me is that the insider only said that she is juggling her career and dating life, but not that she is trying to juggle the kids in the same context. But I guess this is taken care of by the nannies. Now looking back at North, she has a pretty unique role in the Kardashian family, as she is probably the Kardashian kid that is getting the most attention by the media, and everything she does is closely being followed. What is also special about North is that she isn't scared to say her opinion in public, even against her own family members, which puts on a lot of pressure to the other family members in every drama, because they are scared that North might say something against them. And this can also be seen when she is talking about her mom, Kim, and when she is doing something wrong in her opinion. But I'm interested in hearing your opinion on this entire topic. Do you think it's good that North is speaking up about her feelings and the way things are going in the Kardashian household? Or do you think that North should be a bit more private and try to talk with the family members before she is making things like this public? Let me know down in the comments, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you never want to miss another celebrity drama. With that being said, thanks for watching, and until next time.